Good day, everyone. This is Jennifer Casabar. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, our topic is all about concept and sources of research problem. First, I would like to introduce the contents of our video. We have first the research problem. We have the elements of a research problem. We have the assumptions, the hypothesis, forms of hypothesis. We have also related literature, related studies, classification of related literature, and also sources of information. Okay, let's start. Let's begin with the research problem. So, ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating research problem? The research problem implies that an investigation, inquiry, or study is to be conducted, or that the problem is ready for investigation, inquiry, or study. So, when we say research problem, it is a specific issue. Okay? It is a specific issue, a difficulty, or even contradiction or gap in the knowledge that you will aim to address in your research. Okay? When writing a research proposal or introduction, you will have to formulate it as a problem statement and or a research question. Okay? Kaya nga po kayo magkakandak ng study or a research because there is a research problem that you need to address as a researcher. Okay? And you need to take note that formulation of research problem is the most crucial part uh, of doing a research journey. Okay? Bakit? Because its quality and relevance of your research problem is entirely depends upon your research problem. So, ibig sabihin, yung kalidad at yung relevance ng yung uh, kabuuan ng yung research ay nakadepende po yan sa research problem ninyo. That's why it is being called as the most crucial part yung pagpo-formulate ng research problem. Dahil dyan ka magbe-base doon sa ikakandak mong study. Okay, take note, research problem implies that you need to conduct an investigation, you need to conduct an inquiry or study in order for you to address the problem. Okay? So, we have the elements of a research problem or the characteristic of a research problem. Okay? Number one, ano nga ba yung aim or purpose of your problem for investigation? Okay? What are the problem or what are the purpose of the problem for the investigation? So, particularly, this will answer the question why. So, bakit ka nga ba magkakandak ng investigation or, yes, study so that you will be able to address the problem being investigated. Okay? Number two is your subject matter or topic to be investigated. So, it will answer the question what. Okay? So, you are particularly pertaining to the subject matter, okay, which is to be investigated. Number three is the place or local where the research is to be conducted. So, saan nga ba ikakandak yung research mo? Okay, so for example, you are going to conduct it inside or on your university. Okay, so this will answer the question where. And number four, the period of time of the study during which the data are to be gathered. And this will answer the question when. So, hanggang kailan yung limitation ng pagkakandak mo ng study, kung gaano katagal yung period kung kailan mo ikakandak yung study. Okay? And number five, the population of the universe or universe from whom the data are to be collected. So, this will answer the question who or from whom. So, ibig sabihin, sino-sino ba yung mga respondents mo na sasagot doon sa study mo? Who will be involved to your study. Okay? It will answer the question, whom or from whom. Let's move on to assumptions. So, ano ba yung assumptions? Okay. An assumption is a self-evident truth which is based upon a known fact or phenomenon. Oftentimes, especially in descriptive and historical researches, assumptions are not explicitly expressed but left implicit. That is, they are unwritten. So generally, every specific question is explicitly based upon an assumption. If there is no assumption, expressed or explicit, so there can be no specific questions. Okay? Ang assumption kasi, ito po yung tinuturing natin na yung palagay ng mga researcher or yung mga tinatawag nating yun yung mga hindi napatunayan na palagay ng mga researcher. Kaya nga po parang yan lang yung self-prediction mo about your study. Some of the critical thinker or researcher, nagfo-focus lang sila sa mga assumptions nila. So that's why there are some researcher na hindi nagkakaroon ng tamang conclusions doon sa kanilang mga study. Okay? They are being misguided with the so-called assumptions. Kaya wag po kayong magbe-base lamang sa mga palagay ninyo. So you need to study it carefully so that you will be able to have a valid data. Okay, most importantly in the conduct of descriptive and historical researches. Okay? So, another, wag po kayong magbe-base lamang sa mga assumptions or palagay ng mga researchers or kayong mga researchers. So, it should be based on specific and valid data. Okay? And we have also hypothesis. Okay? Hypothesis is also known as the wise guess. Okay? It is a tentative conclusion or answer to a specific question raised at the beginning of the investigation. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, this is done before the conduct of investigation. So, it is an educated guess about the answer to a specific question. Okay? Take note, tentative conclusion or answer. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa po yan yung pinaka-final na sagot mo doon sa mga research problem mo. Kumbaga, ang hypothesis po ang magiging guide ng mga researcher for the entire study. Okay? Yan lamang yung wise guess or prediction mo on your study. Okay? Hypothesis po, meron pong dalawang forms yan. Okay? I would like to add some information po. Bakit po meron pong hypothesis na I at meron pong hypothesis na E. Ang hypothesis po na I, doon po sa SIS sa dulo, that is pertaining to a singular hypothesis. Pero po pag hypothesis, SES, okay, plural. So, there are two hypotheses. Okay? So, way back to our topic, meron pong dalawang forms ng hypothesis. We have operational form and number 2 is null form. Number 1, operational form, it is also known as affirmative or alternative hypothesis. Okay? It is stated in the affirmative which states that there is a difference between two phenomenon. Okay? Ibig sabihin po, pag operational form, it will always says there is. Okay? Take note, pag operational form, ang lagi pong naka-indicate sa hypothesis ay there is. There is a significant relationship, there is a significant difference. Pero pag sinabing null form, it states that there is no. Okay? There is no difference between the two phenomenon, which means it expresses equality between two phenomenon. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan, pag null form, it always says there is no. Okay? Either there is no significant difference or there is no significant relationship between the two variables. Okay? I repeat, hypothesis po is the statement of expectation or prediction that will be tested by your research. So, it will come up with tests. Kaya nga po at the end of the research, pwede pong ma-accept or ma-reject yung hypothesis mo. Okay? And take note, ang hypothesis po ay ginagawa lamang kapag ang research mo ay quantitative. Okay? Mostly sa mga experimental quantitative research. Okay? Wala pong hypothesis sa mga qualitative researches. So, take note. Next, let's move on to related literature. Okay, ano nga ba ang related literature? It is composed of facts or discussions of facts and principles to which the present study is related. Okay? These are writings, pag sinabi kasing related literature, these are writings about the topics, okay, or mga sulatins, like books, journal, conference papers, magazines, and the likes. Okay? Pwede kang kumuha neto online kasi sobrang dami na pong na-publish na mga related na mga books and magazines doon sa online. Okay? Actually, may mga soft copy po ito, pero pwede mo siyang i-copy-paste. Pero, pag kinopy-paste mo siya, kailangan mong i-revise yung content nung kinuha mong part doon sa book na yon. Kasi po, pag hindi mo siya revise, pwede ka pong makasuhan ng plagiarism. Okay? So, you need to take note, bawal po ang plagiarism when you are conducting a research. That's why, pag sinabi kasing i-revise po yan, pagka for example, no, nakita mo yung statement na yon doon sa particular book na yon, which is related to your topic, so pag binasa mo yon, no, kapag naintindihan mo yung thought nung statement na yon, ngayon, pagka ilalagay mo na siya sa mismong research mo, kailangan mong i-revise yung thought nung statement na yun na galing sa libro. Okay? Pero still, you need to cite the particular author and book kung saan mo siya kinuha. And mostly, sa related literature po, marami po tayong makukuha sa Google Scholars or even Mendeley. Okay? Websites po yon kung saan po marami po tayong makukuha mga related literature and studies. Okay, so take note, when we say related literature, ito po yung mga kagaya ng sulatin sa mga books, sa mga journal, conference, papers, or even magazines na related po doon sa mismong study mo. Okay, related studies po ang tawag doon. Related literature rather. Pero pag sinabing related studies, okay, magkaiba po kasi yan, related studies at related literature. Related studies po, we are pertaining to related studies that are studies, inquiries, or investigation already conducted to which the present proposed study is related or has some bearing or similarity. They are usually unpublished materials such as manuscript, thesis, and dissertations. Okay? Ang related studies po ay yung mga previous na pong mga nakandak na study wherein halos meron silang kapareha doon sa kinakandak mong study. That is the so-called related studies. Particularly, kagaya po yan ng mga manuscript, mga thesis, kagaya po ng mga nasa undergrad or nasa master's degree or even dissertations pagka doctorate. Okay? So, related studies includes previous researches or studies done relevant or related to the research being conducted by the writers when we say related studies. Okay? Meron pong dalawang classification ang related literature. We have local and foreign. Okay, number one, for local, the inquiry was conducted in the Philippines. Of course, there are a lot of related literature and studies conducted in the Philippines, which, well, wherein you can relate your study. And for foreign, of course, it was conducted in foreign lands. And lastly, we have sources of information. So, saan-saan nga ba nanggagaling yung mga information natin when we are conducting research? Of course, related literature, as said a while ago, kagaya po ng mga books, magazines, conference papers, and the likes. We have also related readings like legal documents, memorandums, and so on. Number 3, we have related studies like journals, thesis, dissertations, and even manuscripts. We have number 4, key informants. Number 5, artifacts. And number 6, other material evidences wherein you could relate to your studies. Okay, so those are sources of information. Okay, so that is the very short discussion for our topic, sources of information, and also the research problem, the assumptions, and hypothesis, and especially the difference or the distinction between related literature and related studies. So I hope you learned a lot for this very short video. So please be updated for more videos. So thank you and have a good day.